Namaskar. This is Deepak Waikar reporting for this conference via video conference. Very good afternoon to all the delegates, chairperson of the conference, convener of the conference, distinguished members of the panel, fellow delegates, ladies and gentlemen. It is my indeed great pleasure to give this keynote address through video conferencing technology. I am also thankful to the organizers to give me this opportunity to speak to you, to interact with you through this medium. And my apology for not being there personally. However, I am with you with my mind and my heart. The topic of my presentation today is reinventing management strategies for trade and industry with a focus on energy management and security. Now, as all of us know that global economy and trade are adversely affected by few key important factors. And one of the most important factors we are facing is the debt crisis in USA and Europe. We also know that political instability in Middle East due to Arab Spring is also affecting global economic and trade. Natural disasters which are coming at a frequent frequency are also affecting global economy and trade and investment, not only in the developed world but also in developing world. And finally, the energy insecurity because of all this development has kept energy prices high, especially oil prices are continue to be high and affecting almost all aspects of economy. The most worrying trend what I have observed is continued high inflation and high unemployment rate, which is causing major stresses and strains throughout the world. Now, in such a complex scenario, what can be done? That is the theme of this conference. While many researchers and experts at this conference are going to give their research papers and presentations, let me share with you some of my observations about various strategies what we can deploy in such scenarios. Now, it is expected that when such crisis is going on, not only we have to look for the new and innovative strategies, but also reinvent the existing strategies and make them more powerful, make them more useful to current scenario. On top of my list of such strategies is change in mindset about corporate governance at all levels. Now, let me elaborate a little bit on corporate governance. First, we need to review existing policies and practices to make them more transparent and accountable. Nowadays, expectations of the consumers are high. And regulators also expect good corporate governance. Investors also want to know good corporate governance practices. Therefore, reviewing our corporate governance practices is key to coming out of such kind of crisis. Second, executive compensation packages must be tied to the long-term results of the organization. That will reduce the risk of short-term thinking at all levels of management. And also, there is a need to balance the interest of all the stakeholders. The management must balance that interest of shareholders, interest of customers, interest of the society, interest of the employees. All of them must be taken care of. And fourth and most important one in corporate governance is strengthening accountability of the organization. The next strategy of reinventing for the trade and industry will be banking and financial institutions. Now we do know that we are in the crisis because of the poor governance of banking system and also the poor regulation of the banking system. Now, strict regulation and punitive measures for risky derivative products and services have to be in place. In my view, banking and financial institutions must focus on fundamentals of the economy and not carried away by short-term products and services which are risky in nature.